What is up, everyone? Thank you for tuning in again to this channel to learn about Shopify. I know previously in my last video, if you didn't see it, I did say that Shopify was dying. That's not clickbait. That isn't anything that's a lie. I do believe Shopify is too saturated, and I do believe there are a lot of stores on Shopify, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you can't also enter Shopify. So this video is going to be all about the certain things that you could do different to make your Shopify store a success. Let's jump right into that video.
I've been saying I was rich since I was broke. Yeah. It's a state of mind, you gotta know.
So before we get started, if you can hit that nice looking subscribe button and support my channel, that would be much appreciated. And if you could also thumb this video up if you enjoy the content, that would also be greatly appreciated. Every little bit counts. So to jump right into this video without wasting any more time, some of the main things that you're gonna wanna focus on for your Shopify store and how to be successful on Shopify, given the fact that Shopify is on like a saturated end, where it's like a very saturated market. A lot of people have Shopify stores. A lot more people are entering Shopify every single day. It's a very prominent thing. You're gonna wanna counteract that by doing these 5 things that I'm about to tell you now that's gonna drastically increase your business's chances of success. I believe it's over 90% of Shopify stores that start fail. So to jump into the first reason why they fail, and I really think this is a huge thing that I hope everyone listens who watches this video if you're just getting started on Shopify. If you want to succeed on Shopify, research. Do all the research that you possibly can on your given niche or store or product or brand or whatever you're trying to create on Shopify. Do as much research as you possibly can, and you will see that whoever the competitors are, what are they doing, how are they marketing, sign up for their product, buy their product, test out the market, test out what they're selling, test out what they're doing, test out their marketing campaign and their concepts, check out their Facebook, see their reviews. If people are talking about their product, if people are saying this and that, you might even find problem searching within each product. Some products that people post, they'll post comments saying, oh, it doesn't do this. And then that's where you come in and you design another product. So doing your research is the biggest aspect of starting a Shopify store. If you're not researching and you're not looking into your competitors or other businesses, you're going to fail, because you're going to start a watch company and then you're going to realize, oh crap, there was 100, 200, 300 other watch companies that sell on Shopify. How am I ever going to compete? And this is a huge thing that leads me into my next point. The larger companies are going to win. So there are Shopify stores that are making 10, 20, 30 million plus per year, even hundreds of millions per year on Shopify, where they're able to use that money that they're making and market 10, 20 times more than you ever can to get in front of the right people. The biggest thing is with your product is getting it in front of the right target audience, the right person at the right time that they're going to buy it. And that's the hardest thing with creating ads and having Instagram and Facebook and posting on all these certain mediums and platforms to reach your customers, is the fact that you need to be able to get in front of the right people. And the thing is, these larger companies are going to target people a lot better than you. So to counteract that, you want to research these larger companies and be able to, understand how they're reaching their customers and who exactly they're targeting. Because if you could bring that backwards, and if you could like reverse engineer their stores and how they're getting traffic by using SimilarWeb, which is an awesome website, similarweb.com. I'll have a link for that in the description. You can see where they're getting their traffic from, use their traffic sources. Now you have a traffic source. Now you can create your product or brand, but obviously don't forget, you need to be different. You can't just sell another t-shirt or a watch just like any other company out there. Sell something better, more unique. You have to have a unique advantage. Everything has to be different. You have to offer some type of better value to the people. So the next thing that I'm going to be talking about is, which goes into the research part or goes into starting your Shopify store, is you don't want to get overexcited about starting your online store. I've started well over 18 businesses, not well over. I've started 18 businesses. a lot of which have failed. And a large reason for it is actually two things. But the first thing is I got overexcited and I started as quick as I could. Didn't do the research, didn't understand marketing or sales or how to do these other things. I just knew how to start the website, get it up online, and do that aspect of it. And that is the easy part. But the hard part and making your business a success is in the actual research, the due diligence, the understanding of your market and your target audience, and knowing the exact demographic, where they live, what they eat, who they hang out with, what they hang out with, or where they hang out. You have to know all these things about your customer, because the more pinpoint you know, the easier you could target them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and whatever else you're going to be putting ads up or how you're going to be targeting. So don't get overexcited to start your Shopify store. Take the time, put in the research, have a clear plan and marketing strategy, have a pre-launch strategy, and this is going to increase your chances yet again to be successful on Shopify. So that third reason now is create a long-term sustainable brand. If you're not creating a long-term sustainable brand on Shopify and you're in it for the short-term gain, I would say you're probably going to fail. I won't say you're going to fail because that's unknown to me what you're doing and what product that you have, but you want to create a long-term brand. You don't want to just start a business and say, okay, this is here, now I can make money. That's not how it works. Oh yeah, I posted this t-shirt, now I'll make thousands of dollars a month. That's not how it works. Shopify is not passive in the beginning. A lot of passive and residual businesses are not passive or residual in the beginning. You have to front load years of work or months of work, let's say, for then the back end where you have a lot more residual income, but you're still working every single week to make that business run smoothly and keep up with all the sales and everything else that goes into running a business. You want to create a long-term brand. Don't just slop together a website, start selling and get your name out there, get a few sales, and then people realize you're not as good as you say you are. Create a long-term strategy, a long-term brand, and a long-term idea of what you're trying to do. A big thing that I've read in one of these books, The E-Myth, Revisited by Michael Gerber, I believe, he says, why start a business that you're not going to do for the rest of your life? Or why start any business for that matter if it's not something that you're going to see completely through? The amount of energy it takes to start even the smallest business, it makes no sense to put it into the small business if you could put it on a larger scale of things. That quote has really stuck with me, and I've always now started to create businesses that are very impactful and that will actually help people instead of just profiting off the short-term gain. It is more long-term. So into the next thing that I want to talk about to help you succeed on Shopify is, I kind of spoke about this a little bit, and then this will be the last point, but don't enter overcrowded niche. So the biggest thing that a lot of people do, they start to jump into Shopify, they see like watches are selling, and they're like, wait, I could sell a watch too. I could sell this exact watch. I found the supplier. I'm gonna do this. And they jump right into it. The thing is, you don't wanna enter those type of niches. You don't wanna enter a niche that there are so many competitors. You don't want that. And that's the unfortunate part where it goes back to, is Shopify dying? It's becoming a lot harder to enter any of these niches because people have the same wholesaler. This is a huge thing that I stress. We're all going to the same supplier for our products. How are you going to be able to find a good product if someone else is finding that exact same product and also create a business and they have a leg up above you? Do your research. Make sure you're not entering an oversaturated niche. The biggest thing that I could say to figure out if this is true, go on Facebook and type in whatever your product is and look for people that are talking about it in the search bar on Facebook. If you're selling dog t-shirts, which I always go back to, don't sell dog t-shirts obviously because it's very oversaturated. Type that in Facebook and see what people are talking about, see what people are posting about, and you're gonna see, if people are engaging with it and how many likes it has, and then you'll know if that product is actually selling. If it isn't selling that much, let's say not over 200, 300, 400, 1,000 likes, then you can enter that niche. But if it has 10, 20, 30,000 likes and views, or if it has 5,000 likes, views, comments, and stuff all combined, don't enter that niche. It's oversaturated market, and they've already taken that, and they're already dominating that niche, so you will not be able to compete. I don't say completely you won't be able to compete, but I say if you want to succeed, don't go up against a bigger fish. So that is my little talk about how you can increase your chances of success with Shopify. I don't know if you will succeed because the rate of success is so low. I'm not saying you will succeed, but I think knowing these things going into Shopify will increase your chances of success. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. My name is Dominick Barbato. Hit that nice looking subscribe button. make sure you join the family. EnhancedEntrepreneurs.com is a family of entrepreneurs looking to take their businesses to the next level, and we talk a lot about Shopify and making money online. So if this stuff interests you, make sure you hit that link in the description so you can come and join our community free of charge and get all the resources, mentoring, and lessons that you need to succeed in life. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.